Hi, I'm Brittany. So yesterday, I found out that not only can a woman run for president, but apparently women can vote now. So congratulations to women everywhere for breaking that glass window. Also news to me is this whole electoral college thing, which isn't even an actual college. I should know. I applied. I didn't get in. But the Electoral College generally works by sending electors from each state to vote for whoever won the popular vote in their state. This was created so that only the electors had to travel to cast everyone's votes, since there was no way to spread information quickly back in the day when America was great. Now, you can't just text a number and tell them who you want to vote for like you do on The Voice. So I'm here to teach you, a woman, how to vote in the United States. Step 1 is registering. Registering to vote is a lot like signing up for Bed Bath & Beyond coupons, because you only have to do it once and then they never expire. Unless you don't vote regularly, move, or get married. Before registering, you should determine if you're eligible to vote. Are you a US citizen? Maybe you can vote. Are you a felon? Yeah, no, you can't vote. Are you older than 18? Is it past 1971? You can vote, maybe. Are you a white man? Do you own land? You can vote. Are you a white man that doesn't own land? Is it past 1856? You can vote. Are you a non-white man? Is it past 1870? Legally, you can kind of vote. Are you a woman? Is it past 1920? You can vote. If you're a black woman watching this in a prison cell in 1964, then you should just stop now. Otherwise, follow the US government steps on their registration site. Make sure you know your zip code and county. Now that you know you can vote and are registered, it's time to do some research on the candidates. Now, if you're not familiar with the term research like I was, it's basically what you and your best friend do whenever you find out your Tinder date's last name. So think of the next president of the United States as your upcoming Tinder date. You want to make sure it's a good fit whenever they grab you by the pussy. Here are some things to consider: social, economic, domestic, and foreign policy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Social policy? Doesn't she mean social media like Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter? Kinda. These are all great platforms to start a discussion on social policy, which includes, but isn't limited to, human rights, animal rights, drug rights, gun rights, and fetal rights. So stay woke, kids. Economic policy has to do with money, like federal spending. Like the government, us women are experts at spending money. And then there's domestic policy, but we women already know enough about being domestic. Finally, there's foreign policy. This has to do with issues outside of the US borders. It's important to have strong opinions on these complicated issues without having any knowledge of them. If you ever want to know more about foreign policy, just make sure to make a Facebook post about it, and your overzealous aunt, who one time had a layover in Israel, will be sure to tell you all about it. Before Election Day, you're going to want to make sure that your registration information is up to date. On Election Day, find your polling location. Make sure you have a valid state or government ID, and make sure you give yourself enough time to vote. You're gonna need an hour before to pick out the perfect look, an hour during to wait in line and vote, then an hour after to make sure you get the cutest selfie with your I voted sticker that'll get more likes than your frenemy Jessica. You may have more friends than me, but I have more followers. When it's your turn, step up to the machine. You're gonna wanna select the candidate that you wanna vote for. Now, since you're a woman, you're gonna wanna vote with your vagina. Here we go. Here we go. So you may ask, Brittany, can I apply what I've learned to local and congressional elections? I mean, you could, but it doesn't really matter. Those elections only directly affect you the most. Plus, no one really goes to them. There's no hype. The general election is the place to be seen. It is the social political event of the season. And I did it all while on my period. Take that, democracy.